Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're going down a rabbit hole.
Oh, a rabbit hole.
Yeah, rabbit hole. We're diving into the world of Afro beats.
Music.
Yeah, the music, but we're going beyond the music, into the rumors and the stories that kind of surround some of the genre's biggest stars.
Interesting.
So to get us started,
Okay.
our source today is a YouTube video. It's called 15 Afrobeats Musicians Who Sold Their Soul for Money and Fame.
Wow, that's a title.
Yeah, it was uploaded by Trend with Comma.
Okay.
And
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. And before we go any further, let me just make it clear right up front that we are not here to endorse any of the claims made in this video.
Of course, of course.
What we're really interested in is looking at why these narratives, these rumors, have such staying power.
Right.
Especially when you're talking about global superstars like Davido, Tiwa Savage, Wizkid, all of whom are mentioned in this video.
Oh, wow. Okay. You know, it's funny because the idea of musicians achieving success through supernatural means, it's not exactly new, is it? You see this across so many different musical genres and historical periods.
You're so right. It's like a universal story.
Yeah.
And this video, it's just kind of the latest iteration.
Right.
I think what I find fascinating is how these narratives, they kind of reflect deeper anxieties about ambition, about the price of fame, about the sacrifices that people imagine artists might have to make.
I think it's like a modern day equivalent of those old blues legends, you know, like the Crossroads.
Oh, the crossroads.
Deals with the devil.
It's always that crossroads.
Always a crossroads, yeah. But it makes you think, like, what draws us to these stories?
Right, right.
Is it just pure entertainment, or are we trying to make sense of something? You know, something that's difficult to grasp.
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Right. There's this element of escapism, the thrill of the forbidden, but also I think it speaks to our own insecurities about success and talent, especially when we see someone achieve something extraordinary.
Right.
I mean, like, how did they do that?
How did they get there?
Yeah. So let's dig into this deal with the devil trope a little deeper. The video really focuses on a few specific artists, Omalay, Rima, Fireboy, DML, whose lyrics kind of hint at dark forces or like a spiritual unease.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's this one tweet by Omalay that the video keeps referencing.
Okay.
He said, and I quote, "I don't feel nothing no more."
Wow.
You know, very cryptic.
Yeah.
And of course, immediately fans went crazy trying to decipher what he meant.
Sure.
Was he talking about the pressure of fame, the loss of privacy? Or was it something darker?
Oh, that's a good question.
You know, something more sinister.
Yeah.
Some people started speculating that maybe his success was somehow draining his humanity.
Right.
Which is a scary thought, right?
Yeah, it's kind of chilling.
This idea that achieving your dreams could somehow come at the cost of your soul.
It taps into that Faustian bargain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, are we as fans, are we guilty of projecting these narratives onto artists?
Ooh, I think so.
Are we downplaying their hard work?
Yeah, definitely.
And their talent by attributing their success to some supernatural force?
It's like we almost refuse to believe that they could do it on their own.
It's almost easier to believe in the supernatural than to acknowledge the reality of hard work and dedication.
Right.
But the video doesn't stop there. They go really deep on these visual elements.
Oh.
They're obsessed with masquerades, especially when they talk about Oxlade.
Okay.
They bring up the number 444 in relation to Kiz Daniel, the one-eye imagery that's often associated with Ruger, and, of course, the ever-present Illuminati sign.
Yeah, I was wondering when that was going to come up.
It had to, right? Feels like they're trying to build this case purely through symbols and imagery.
Right, like a visual code.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's where things get tricky, right?
Yeah, because symbols can be so subjective.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, what one person sees as a clear sign of, let's say, Illuminati involvement.
Yeah.
Another person might just see as a stylistic choice or a cultural reference.
Probably.
Or just, you know, something completely random.
And then there's the question of intent.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Are these artists deliberately using these symbols to convey a certain message?
Yeah.
Or is the video just kind of imposing meaning where there is none?
It's like finding shapes in the clouds.
That's a great analogy.
You see what you want to see.
Exactly. I mean, how much stock should we really put in these symbols and their supposed hidden meanings?
Good question.
That's something I grapple with all the time.
Yeah.
But even beyond those symbols,
the
video brings up another layer,
okay,
which is the role of social media.
Right.
and how it can amplify these narratives, these rumors.
Absolutely. And with Afrobeats, it's particularly interesting because the artists, they have such a strong online presence.
Yeah, they do.
And they connect with their fans so directly.
It's really personal.
Yeah. It's very intimate, very vulnerable. It can be incredibly powerful, to have that kind of connection.
Yeah.
But it also comes with certain risks.
Oh, absolutely.
The video cites examples like Oxlade's leaked video and Tiwa Savage's own leaked tape, both of which...
It's awful.
It's terrible, but according to the video's logic, actually boosted their careers. Which is
interesting.
It's a strange thing to think about, right?
It is.
Because it raises this question.
Yeah.
Has social media completely changed the rules of the game when it comes to fame?
I think it has.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
It's like, what are the unintended consequences of this constant scrutiny?
That's it.
And potential for scandals to go viral.
And it happens so fast.
It's insane. It's like, and it's global.
Yeah.
You can't escape it.
You can't escape it.
It's a different world now.
It's a totally different world.
Yeah.
Than even a decade ago.
Yeah, definitely.
It forces to rethink, what does it mean to be a star in this age?
What does fame even mean?
Right. And what price are these artists potentially paying?
Emotionally, mentally?
Yeah, spiritually. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the video doesn't shy away from the darker aspects of this whole narrative.
Yeah.
They actually venture into some pretty sensitive territory, bringing up some tragic events.
Oh, no.
Specifically, they talk about the deaths of D'Banji's son and Mohbad.
Oh, wow.
And they try to imply that these tragedies are somehow connected to these artists' supposed pacts with the devil.
Oh, that's dangerous territory.
It is. And it makes you question, how far is too far?
Yeah.
When does speculation become exploitation?
Especially when you're dealing with real people who are grieving.
And real families who have lost loved ones.
Absolutely. It's crucial to remember that.
It is.
These are not just stories,
They're not just entertainment.
No.
These are real lives.
Yeah.
We're talking about real people who are experiencing immense pressure.
Yes.
Scrutiny.
Absolutely.
And sometimes, unimaginable pain.
It's a delicate balance, isn't it?
It is.
Between our fascination with these narratives and the very real human cost.
Yeah, and the responsibility we have as consumers of content to not just take things at face value.
Absolutely.
So with all of that in mind, maybe to understand this better, we should delve into some of the specific artists mentioned in this video.
Okay.
And look at the evidence they present.
Yeah.
And try to figure out, do these rumors actually hold up?
Right. Let's see if there's any substance to these claims.
Or are they just, as you said, finding shapes in the clouds?
Let's get into it. Let's start with Asak. She's had an incredible rise. Her music's so vibrant.
It's a really unique blend of sounds.
Yeah, it is. But this video, they try to cast a shadow over her success.
Oh, so?
They link her to Olamide, suggesting she's made compromises.
Because of his supposed Illuminati connection.
Exactly. Like it's contagious or something.
It's like they're weaving this web of suspicion.
It is a web, yeah.
Connecting artists based on the slimmest of threads.
Right. Just because they've collaborated or
They've just been seen together.
Yeah, it's guilt by association, basically.
Which is not really evidence, is it?
Not at all. It's just speculation.
But it makes you wonder why people are so quick to believe these kinds of things.
I think it's easier to believe in a conspiracy than it is to accept that sometimes people just work hard and get lucky.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of someone who's had an incredible journey, there's Thames.
Oh, yeah, she's amazing.
Her Grammy win was historic.
It was. The first for a Nigerian female artist.
But the video, they can't just let her have that.
They try to twist it, don't they?
They do. They try to frame it as proof of her supposed Illuminati connections.
Because she's collaborated with Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Right. Like anyone who achieves success on that level must have made a deal with the devil.
It's frustrating, isn't it?
It is. It's like they can't accept that a woman, especially a black woman, could achieve that level of recognition.
On her own merit.
Yeah, through hard work and talent. Almost like they have to find an explanation.
They have to explain it away.
That diminishes her achievement.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about Fireboy DML.
Okay, yeah.
The video analyzes his song, Peru.
Oh, that's a great song.
It is. But they're claiming the lyrics hint at some dark pact,
Really?
Yeah. They even scrutinize his music videos, looking for so-called occult imagery.
You know, his music often does blend themes of love and longing with a kind of spiritual yearning. I always thought it was quite poetic, you know?
Yeah, me too.
Exploring those deeper emotions through metaphors and symbolism.
Right, but the video latches onto that ambiguity. You know, twisting those poetic lyrics.
To fit their agenda.
Yeah. It's like
Such a shame.
they're projecting their own fears and assumptions onto his art.
It is, yeah.
Which is something we see a lot in this video.
Yeah, projecting their own interpretations.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit and talk about Naira Marley.
Oh, okay.
This guy is definitely controversial.
He is, yeah.
The video paints him as this figure promoting a hedonistic lifestyle. You know, drugs, women, rituals.
Oh, wow.
They even suggest he's coercing artists.
Under his label.
Under his label to participate.
That's a serious accusation.
It is, yeah.
You know, Naira Marley has always cultivated this rebellious persona.
Yeah, he is.
Challenging societal norms, being very provocative.
Right, and his lyrics can be...
quite explicit.
Explicit, yeah.
Yeah.
But the video takes it a step further, connecting him to...
To what?
To the tragic death of Mobad, who was previously signed to his label.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
They're implying there's some connection there.
Yeah, they're implying that Mobad's passing was somehow linked...
Oh, wow.
...to his association with Naira Marley and his supposed involvement in the occult.
That feels exploitative.
It does. It's like they're using this tragedy...
To bolster their claims.
Yeah, to fuel their narrative, which is...
It's just wrong.
It's really irresponsible.
Especially when you consider the fact that there's no evidence.
There's no evidence to support any of this.
None whatsoever, and it's just disrespectful to Mobad's memory.
And to his family, who are grieving.
It's a reminder that we need to be careful about spreading rumors.
Yes, especially when those rumors can cause real harm.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about Ruger now.
Oh, okay.
This guy's style is so unique.
He is very distinctive, yeah.
And of course, the video fixates on his signature eye patch.
Oh, of course they do.
Claiming it's a symbol of his Illuminati allegiance.
Of course, it couldn't just be a fashion choice, right?
No, it has to be something sinister.
Yeah.
But what's even more interesting is that they then go and scrutinize his lyrics.
Looking for any little thing.
Yeah, searching for hidden meanings and connections.
Right. Trying to force those connections.
It's like they're determined to find evidence, no matter how far-fetched.
Classic confirmation bias.
It is.
You see what you want to see.
Okay, let's move on to Rima now.
Oh, okay.
The video focuses on his rebellious image, his edgy lyrics, and his association with Maven Records.
Which is Don Jazzy's label.
Right, Don Jazzy being another figure who they claim is part of the Illuminati.
Right, right.
They specifically point to Rima's song, If He Wants to Kill Person.
Oh, yeah, I know that song.
Claiming that the lyrics are proof of his involvement in some kind of ritualistic practice.
Come on, that's a bit much, isn't it?
It's taking things way too literally.
It's art, you know?
Yeah.
It's expression, it's metaphor, it's imagery.
It doesn't have to be a literal confession.
Exactly. And artists should have the freedom to explore those themes.
Without fear of being labeled.
Right, without being accused of something sinister.
And, you know, speaking of Don Jazzy,
oh, yeah.
The video really goes in on him.
What do they say?
They fixate on this walking stick he uses.
Oh, a walking stick.
Yeah, it has a dragon head, I think.
Oh, okay.
And they're claiming that's a symbol of his occult status.
A walking stick?
Yeah.
Come on.
And then they bring up his unmarried status.
Really?
Suggesting that maybe he made a pact that forbids him from having a family.
Wow, that's just reaching, isn't it?
It's a bit invasive, right?
Yeah, it's really personal.
To speculate about someone's personal life like that.
Absolutely. It's not our business.
And it's a reminder that behind these rumors are real people.
With real lives.
With real lives, real families.
Let's shift our focus to D'banj.
Okay, yeah.
Now, he's an Afrobeats legend.
He is.
But this video, it focuses on the tragic loss of his son.
Which is just heartbreaking.
It is.
To even think about using that as evidence to support this narrative.
It's just wrong.
It's exploitative.
To exploit someone's grief like that.
It's really crossing a line.
It is, yeah. A big one.
And it's a reminder that we need to be sensitive to the pain that these artists might be going through.
Absolutely. They're human beings, just like us.
Okay, let's move on to WizKid now.
Okay.
He's achieved global recognition.
No, he's huge.
Yeah. And the video, of course, attributes it all to
the Illuminati.
The Illuminati, yeah.
What evidence do they present?
They point to his wealth, his international collaborations.
Oh, right, because you can't be successful without
selling your soul.
Selling your soul, yeah.
Right, even his hand gestures in photos.
Really?
Oh, yeah, like certain hand symbols must mean he's part of the Illuminati.
It feels like grasping at straws.
Yes, yeah.
They're just looking for anything they can twist
Right.
to fit their narrative.
It's like, what about the years of dedication?
Yeah, the hard work.
The strategic decisions that go into building a career like his.
The talent.
The talent, yeah.
It's so much more complex than just
joining a secret society.
Right, it's not that simple.
Okay, let's talk about DeVito now.
Oh.
Another global icon.
Yeah.
The video claims that his wealth, his influence,
His family's wealth as well.
right, his family's wealth,
Yeah, always bring that up.
is all evidence of his Illuminati allegiance.
Oh, come on.
They also point to the tragic deaths
Oh, no.
of some of his close associates.
Trying to make that connection again.
Yeah, suggesting that it's some kind of consequence.
His supposed pact.
Yeah. Which is really insensitive, I think,
It is, yeah.
to exploit those tragedies to make a point.
It's a reminder that these artists, they have lives outside of the music.
They do.
They have families, they have loved ones.
Let's move on to Olamide.
Okay.
His music's so deeply rooted in Yoruba culture,
It is.
and it often explores these themes of spirituality.
Right, which makes him an easy target.
The video focuses on his song Illuminati,
Of course.
claiming that it's a confession.
Oh, right, like he's admitting it.
Yeah.
But, a lot of artists use that kind of imagery.
Yeah. It's provocative,
It's playful, it's metaphorical.
but the video takes it so literally.
Yeah.
And they also highlight his use of Yoruba imagery, suggesting that he's involved in traditional occult practices.
Which is just conflating culture with occultism.
It's a dangerous thing to do.
It is. It perpetuates harmful stereotypes.
And it shows a lack of understanding.
Yeah, a lack of respect for those traditions.
Exactly.
It's a reminder that we need to be open-minded.
And do our research
Yeah.
before making judgments about things we don't understand.
Especially about other cultures.
Okay, let's talk about flavor now.
Oh.
The video claims that his musical talent, his charisma,
Yeah, he's got that charisma.
and his success are all a result of a pact with the devil.
Of course.
They point to his use of traditional Igbo instruments and imagery in his music videos as evidence.
It's the same thing again, isn't it?
It's the same pattern.
Anything that's different, anything that's outside of their narrow worldview.
It must be demonic.
Right.
It's really frustrating.
It is. It shows a real lack of cultural sensitivity.
And it's just not fair to these artists
No, it's not.
who are just expressing their heritage.
Yeah, and their creativity.
Let's move on to Yemi Alade.
Oh, she's fantastic.
She is.
Such a powerful presence.
The video claims that her success, her confidence, her bold style
Yeah, she's got that style.
are all signs of her allegiance to the Illuminati.
Right, because strong women must be
Must be evil.
evil, yeah?
Well, it's like they can't handle a woman
Who's in control.
who's in control, who's successful, who's not afraid to be herself.
Exactly.
It's a classic example of trying to diminish women's achievements.
Yeah, by attributing their success to...
Something sinister.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Kiz Daniel now.
Oh, okay.
The video claims that his musical talent,
Yeah.
his charm,
He's definitely got that.
and his popularity with women are all the result of a deal with the devil.
Okay, so the usual accusations.
Yeah, but this time they focus on the recurring use of the number 444
444,
Yeah.
what's that about?
in his music and personal life as proof of his Illuminati connections.
Oh, come on. Numbers.
Numbers, yeah.
That's just numerology, isn't
It
it?
is, it is. And it's a reminder to be critical
Yeah.
of what we read online.
Don't just take things at face value.
Let's talk about Tenno.
Oh, okay.
He's known for his high-energy performances, catchy lyrics,
Yeah.
but the video claims his success, his dance moves, his popularity with women.
All the usual stuff.
Yeah. They point to his suggestive lyrics and provocative dance moves as evidence.
Right, because expressing sexuality.
Has to be demonic.
Yeah, it's that puritanical mindset again.
It's like they're afraid of anything that's fun or enjoyable.
Or sensual.
Yeah.
Or just celebrates the human body.
It's a reminder to be more open-minded about art.
And to respect different forms of expression.
Speaking of someone who's faced a lot of scrutiny, there's Tiwa Savage.
Oh, yeah, she's been through a lot.
She has. And the video, they actually claim that her resilience, her ability to bounce back from those scandals,
Is proof of her Illuminati ties.
that's what they're saying,
It's like they can't fathom that a woman could be strong enough.
to overcome adversity.
Right. Without some kind of supernatural help.
It's just another way to try to control and shame women.
Yeah, to keep them down.
Especially women who are successful and outspoken.
Exactly.
Let's talk about Burna Boy now.
Oh, okay.
He's an artist who's not afraid to speak his mind.
No, he's very outspoken.
And his music often addresses political issues.
Right. He challenges the status quo.
But the video, they try to discredit his message.
By claiming he's Illuminati.
Yeah, they say his success, his outspokenness, his Grammy win.
Are all evidence of his involvement.
Of course, it couldn't just be talent and hard work.
Right.
It's like they can't accept that in artist.
Could have genuine convictions.
Yeah.
And be successful at the same time.
It's really sad, I think, because it undermines the importance of artists.
Yeah, using their platform to speak out.
To speak truth to power.
Let's move on to Mr. Easy.
Okay.
Now, he's known for his positive message.
And his philanthropic work.
Right. He's really trying to make a difference.
But the video, of course, can't just accept that at face value.
I have to find something sinister.
They claim that his success, his positivity, his influence over young people
are all signs of his Illuminati allegiance.
Of course.
It's like they're suspicious of anyone who's trying to do good.
Yeah, like genuine kindness must be a cover for something evil.
It's a cynical worldview, isn't it?
It is.
It's a shame.
Let's talk about Attica Gold.
Oh.
He's known for his creativity, his fashion sense.
Yeah, he's got a great style.
But the video, they claim his success is the result of a pact with the devil.
Of course they do.
And their evidence is his bold style choices and his exploration of spiritual themes in his lyrics.
So basically, being creative and stylish makes you Illuminati.
Apparently so.
It's absurd.
It is.
It's like they're trying to stifle individuality.
Yeah, like anyone who expresses themselves in a way that's different
must be evil.
Must be up to something.
It's really disheartening.
Let's turn our attention to Simi.
Okay.
She's such a talented artist and a role model for young women.
Yeah, she's great.
But the video, they claim her success, her confidence,
all the usual suspects.
Yeah, are all signs of her Illuminati affiliation.
Because she can't be a strong, successful woman on her own.
Right. It has to be because of some sinister force.
It's so tired, isn't it?
It is.
This narrative.
It's like they're threatened by women who are
independent and successful.
Yeah, who don't need men to validate them.
And who are inspiring other women.
Exactly.
To do the same.
Okay, let's talk about Mayorkin now.
Okay.
The video claims his success, his popularity with women, his lavish lifestyle.
The classic signs of Illuminati membership.
Yeah. They point to his association with DeVito's label, DMW.
Guilt by association again.
And his flashy music videos.
Of course, you can't have nice things.
Without selling your soul.
Right. It's like they're punishing people for being successful.
And enjoying their lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is just so backwards.
It is.
Let's move on to Joe Boy. He's a rising star in the Afrobeat scene.
Yeah, he's got a lot of potential.
The video claims his success, his popularity, his rapid rise to fame
are all signs of
Illuminati ties.
Right.
They point to his smooth vocals, his romantic lyrics, his association with Mr. Easy's label.
Empower Africa.
Empower Africa, yeah.
So basically, being talented and having good connections.
You're in the Illuminati.
Makes sense, right?
It's just so reductive, isn't it?
It is. It takes away from the hard work and dedication
that these artists put in.
Okay, let's talk about Eniola.
Okay.
Another powerful woman in Afrobeats.
The video claims her success, her confidence, her bold style,
all signs.
Illuminati affiliation.
Of course.
They focus on her sensuality.
Right, because women aren't allowed to be
confident and sexy.
Yeah.
Without being labeled as evil.
It's the same old story, isn't it?
It is.
Trying to control women's bodies and their image.
Let's move on to Peter Ranking.
Oh.
The video claims his success, his international appeal, his collaborations with top artists
are all signs of
Illuminati ties.
Yeah.
They point to his blend of Afrobeats, dancehall, reggae.
Which is a really cool mix.
It is.
And his collaborations with artists like Sean Paul, Major Lazer.
Yeah.
So basically, being musically diverse and collaborating with international artists
makes you Illuminati.
Right, because you can't possibly be successful on your own.
It's a shame.
It is. It's like they're afraid of anything that crosses borders.
Or challenges their narrow worldview.
Okay, let's talk about Waje.
Okay.
She's a fantastic singer and a role model for women.
The video claims her success, her confidence, her ability to overcome personal challenges
are all signs of her
Illuminati ties.
Yeah. It's like they can't stand to see a woman
thriving.
Yeah, especially after going through tough times.
It's like they have to find a way to discredit her strength.
And resilience.
Yeah.
It's really pathetic.
It is.
Okay, let's move on to Chike. He's known for his smooth vocals, his romantic lyrics.
Yeah, he's got that soulful vibe.
He does. But the video claims his success, his popularity with women, his ability to blend Afro beats with R&B and soul.
Are all signs of
Illuminati ties?
They point to his collaborations with female artists, his romantic music videos.
Oh, right, because men can't sing about love and relationships.
Without selling their souls.
Exactly. It's so ridiculous.
It is. It's like they're afraid of anything that expresses
emotion.
Emotion, yeah.
Or vulnerability.
Okay, let's discuss Latan Ibile now.
Oh, okay.
The video claims his success, his street credibility.
Yeah, he's got that authentic street vibe.
And his association with certain symbols.
Oh, the symbols again.
Are all signs of his Illuminati ties.
Okay, so basically, being true to your roots and representing your community.
Makes you Illuminati.
Makes sense, right. It's just another way to discredit artists who are
seeking their truth.
Yeah, and celebrating their culture.
Okay, let's talk about Rick Hassani. Oh, okay. He's known for his smooth vocals, his sophisticated style.
Yeah, he's got a very refined sound.
And his romantic lyrics.
He does. But the video, they claim his success, his popularity, his impeccable style.
Are all signs of
Illuminati affiliation.
Of course.
It's like they can't handle a man who is
stylish and sensitive at the same time.
Right. Like men have to fit into these narrow boxes.
Either you're rugged and street.
Or you're soft and sensitive.
But you can't be both.
Apparently not.
Which is just so limiting, isn't it?
It is. It's like they're afraid of anything that challenges
their worldview.
Their limited view of what it means to be a man.
Yeah. It's wild, right? How this video tries to connect all these artists through this Illuminati thing.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to create this grand narrative, this big conspiracy.
But when you actually look at the evidence, it feels pretty weak.
It is, yeah.
Like they're reaching for connections that might not even be there.
They're definitely cherry picking, you know.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Focusing on certain lyrics, certain symbols.
Ignoring anything that doesn't fit their narrative.
Exactly. Like, they'll take a lyric about darkness or struggle.
Yeah, and say, see, proof of a pact with the devil.
But they ignore all the songs about love, family, faith.
Right, the positive messages.
It's very one-sided.
It is.
It's a reminder that we need to be critical, you know, when we see stuff online.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to these kinds of sensationalized stories.
So, going back to our original question.
Yeah.
Why are these selling your soul rumors so persistent?
It's a good question.
Is it just envy, like the video suggests?
I think it's more than that.
What do you think it is?
I think it speaks to our fascination with the unknown.
Yeah, the mysteries of success.
Exactly. Like, we can't comprehend how someone could achieve such extraordinary things.
Right, so we need a supernatural explanation.
Yeah, it's almost like a modern-day mythology.
Oh, I like that. A mythology for the digital age.
Exactly. And these stories, they tap into our anxieties about ambition.
Yeah, the price of fame.
The potential consequences of chasing our dreams.
It's like a cautionary tale, right?
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for.
Because it might cost you your soul.
Right.
Which is a pretty heavy message.
It is.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, what are the key takeaways?
Well, I think the first thing is that we need to be aware of the power of narrative.
Yeah.
How easy it is to manipulate information.
To fit a certain agenda.
And the second thing is that we need to be critical consumers of information.
Yeah, don't just believe everything you see online.
Do your own research.
Question your sources.
And be aware of your own biases.
That's so important.
It is.
Because it's so easy to get caught up in these sensationalized stories.
And lose sight of the real people involved and the real issues at play.
So maybe as a final thought for our listeners.
Yeah.
Let's think about the bigger picture here.
Okay.
What does it say about us as a society that we're so quick to believe in these conspiracy theories?
Especially about successful people.
Is it just envy? Or is there something deeper there?
That's a good question.
Something about our fascination with the unknown.
Yeah.
Our need to make sense of the world.
Even if it means resorting to the supernatural.
Right.
It's something to think about, isn't it?
It is. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It was fascinating. Until next time.
Stay curious out there.